What's the difference? Bakit may dependent at may independent suspension? Imagine niyo, ito yung gulong. Pag nalubak ka sa isang side, may impact dito. Right? Pag nalubak ka dito, may impact dito. Pag independent, hindi yan connected. Meaning, pag nalubak to, steady ka lang dito. Hindi to gagalaw. Ito sa unahan, medyo curve. So, subukan natin. Bibilis ako ng konti. Akyat tayo ng 60, 70. Tapos, liko. Pwede ba akong humiga dito for camping? Uy, pwede. Hey guys, welcome back to Team DTV. And today we are back here again at the Evo Center here in Cavite. And this time, we have BYD's first entry to the MPV segment. This is the BYD E-MAX 7. Now, there are two variants for the E-MAX 7, the standard and the Superior Captain. This one is the standard. Tara, pag-usapan natin. If you look at the front fascia, yung upper portion niya, there's the hint of yung BYD Han and the Tang, di ba? This part, the front nose reminds you of the Tang or the Atto 3, di ba? And then yung headlight niya may pagka-Tang. And then sa lower portion naman, itong design na to looks like the refreshed BYD Atto 3. Based on the name E-MAX, this is no longer in uniform with BYD's Ocean series, di ba? Like the Seagull, the Sea Lion 6, Atto 3, the Seal, and all that. BYD calls this design as the Dragon Face 3.0. Very stylish and premium design. Here you have a crystal floating LED headlights. And then here at the back, still the same premium and stylish design. You have this nice LED taillights that extend up to here, almost up to the middle of the car. And then meron kang LED bar dito that connects the two taillights. Here on the side profile, you have a very aggressive waistline here. Ayan. And then may mga contours ka dito, may lines ka dito, and you have some chrome accent here. Ayan. And for sure, napansin nyo na agad, you have a very, very long wheelbase, which translate into a very roomy interior. We will get to that later. Now, you have 4 disc brakes all around on all 4 tires. Ground clearance is 170 millimeters, a little bit lower, 3 millimeters lower than Panchita, kasi yung Sea Lion 6 natin is 173 millimeters. Then you have GT Control P10 tires. The size is 225/55, rim 17. Medyo wide siya, no? Maganda yung traction nito. And yeah, like I mentioned, you have disc brakes on all 4 wheels. The chrome accent actually starts here sa front bumper, all the way to the side, all the way to the back. So all the way here to the back, all the way back to the front. Para sa akin, the chrome accent gives it a premium look. In terms of dimensions, the BYD E-MAX 7 is 4,710 millimeters long, 1,810 millimeters wide, and 2,800 millimeters tall. The wheelbase is 2,800 millimeters. It is about the size of the BRV, the Stargazer, and the Expander Cross. Just a little longer by around 15 to 20 millimeters in terms of overall length. But in terms of the wheelbase, it is the longest versus the 3 models I mentioned. However, the BYD E-MAX 7 is smaller than the Innova, the Scenic, and the Custin. Silipin natin yung suspension sa likod nitong BYD E-MAX 7. This one has the multi-link suspension. If you guys recall, si Panchita, yung Sea Lion 6 natin, di ba nagkaroon tayo ng tour, under chassis tour, they have the same, essentially the same structure, multi-link suspension. So to our viewers who are medyo bago sa kotse, I'm sure yung mga ka-age ko dyan, yung mga car guys natin dyan, alam nyo na to. So para sa mga baguhan, nireview natin yung BYD Shark. When I saw na naka-double wishbone, I said, I already know what to expect. And I was not disappointed. Same here. Explain ko lang sa inyo, what's the difference? Bakit may dependent at may independent suspension? Imagine niyo, ito yung gulong sa likod, okay? Kapag dependent, meaning isang buong differential, dikit sila. Pag nalubak ka sa isang side, sasama yan. May impact dito. Right? Pag nalubak ka dito, may impact dito. Pag independent, hindi yan connected. Meaning, pag nalubak to, steady ka lang dito. Hindi to gagalaw. Kahit sunod-sunod ang lubak mo dito, steady ka lang. Same here. So, this is a multi-link suspension. I'm expecting na comfortable din to. We will see later kung totoo nga ba during our test drive. Dito lang sa area ng Evo City. Okay, let's check the hood. Wow, may hood struts. Nice. Oh, walang makina? Yes guys, this is not a DMI, this is not hybrid, this is full EV. Ayan yung motor niya. For the BYD E-MAX 7 standard variant, the motor has a maximum power of 163 PS and 300 Newton meters of torque that is capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 10.1 seconds. While for the other variant, the Superior Captain, it has a maximum power of 204 PS and the same 300 Newton meters of torque. And that one can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 8.6 seconds. The standard variant has the BYD Blade battery with a capacity of 55.4 kilowatt hour that can reach up to 420 kilometers of driving range. It also has the V2L capability, meaning you can use the battery for car camping just like what we did with Panchita. You can also use it as power generator at home during brownouts and emergency situations. Tara, usyusohin natin yung engine bay. Engine bay, motor bay ba dapat na term dito? Anyway, so yeah, you have your coolant here, wiper washer here, tapos ayan yung motor niya. What does this say? This is a powertrain domain controller. Makina pa ba pinag-uusapan natin? This one sounds like a server. May domain controller, And then you can see all those orange cables, meaning those are high power, high voltage cables. And meron pa rin naman to, of course, mga components similar components ng ICE. You still have the 12 volt battery. And then you can see here yung mga AC pipes niya andun. And then kitang-kita sa likod yung pinag-usapan natin last time nung nag-under chassis tour tayo with Panchita, with the SL6. Kitang-kita mo dun yung rack and pinion. And then wala yung, this is E-Pass, right? So makikita mo dun sa rack and pinion niya, you cannot see the motor for the E-Pass kasi it's in the, well, I'm assuming it's in the steering column kasi hindi ko nakikita dito eh. So again, babanggitin ko lang, the good thing about that is kapag medyo napadaan ka sa medyo konting baha, hindi mababasa yung E-Pass mo, yung motor ng E-Pass. So ang luwag-luwag dito Sana nilagyan na lang to dito ng malaking plastic for storage, parang Tesla. And then as you can see guys here, ang lakas ng moisture, ang lamig sa loob. And then there's your AC expansion valve. And then what else can we see here? That one looks like the ABS module. And then you still have of course, your brake fluid here and your fuse box. This is the key fob of the E-MAX 7, very similar to Panchita's and the other BYD cars that we were able to test before. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons here. This is to lock the car. Let's see. Ayan. You get one flash of the turn signals. Unlock button. You get 2 flashes and the side mirror unfolds. And you also have turn signals doon sa side mirrors. And this is the third button to open the trunk, but this function is not available for the standard. Available siya dun sa Superior Captain. Alright? And this is to remotely start the car. Ayan. So, kapag ganitong magsasummer na, masyadong mainit, leave your car with the AC on. When you press this to remotely start your car, it will automatically run the AC. So, pagsakay mo, malamig na. And then here sa gilid, you just press this and you can access the physical key. So, bago tayo pumasok, you have a button here to lock and unlock the car. Para sa akin in my opinion, of all the BYD cars na nakita natin, again, hindi na nga siya yung Ocean Series. Kasi kitang-kita mo sa itsura niya, yung interior niya, I would say it's really a little bit more of parang executive feel. Hindi siya very aggressive na multicolor. Gusto ko yung color niya na combination lang ng black and dark brown. Alam mo yun, parang BMW classic na may pagka-homey ang dating ng interior niya. So here you have soft touch material na parang may leather texture. And then you here mukhang vinyl or plastic that mimics the look of a wood. Maganda. And then meron kang aluminum accent here that matches the door handle. Controls for the power windows and power side mirrors and for your door locks. This is black leather and this is brown leather with same color stitching. I like it. And you have storage space here and speakers with aluminum accent. Okay, so sitting here in the driver's seat, sakto lang yung size niya. It's not so big. I can feel my elbow here. I have good headroom. Again, guys, I'm only 5'6" in height. Steering can be adjusted, tilt and telescopic. And then we have here our typical BYD steering wheel. And you have here, as usual, your 360 camera. And for changing the orientation of your LCD, if you want it to be portrait or back to landscape. All right, and then this is for your cruise control and for the other controls here for your audio, for your phone, etc. And here is what makes it a little bit different. You have this is 5-inch instrument panel here, pero mapapansin nyo parang balik siya sa dial setup, right? Ayan, dalawang dials, and then in the middle meron kang multi-information display. So just quickly, dito kung mapapansin nyo, kung naalala nyo si kay Panchita sa SL6 natin, you just see a digital display telling you how much kilowatt you are consuming and gaining. So dito naman, from the very bottom here, pag naka-off, nandiyan siya sa off obviously, and then this is ready to go. So when you run, when you consume energy, this is gonna go up. Okay? Tapos kapag downhill ka, nagre-regenerative braking ka, bababa siya dito sa charge. So this one can go up to 200 kilowatt hours of regenerative braking. And this is your very familiar speedometer. You have this multi-information display in the center. Here sa dashboard, you have leather material. Maganda yung feel, maganda yung texture all the way there. That gives it a very premium feel. Tapos meron ka ditong wood design. It's soft, pero pag tinignan mo, akala mo may texture. I like this. Kasama yung aluminum accent.
The 12.8-inch rotating touchscreen is already equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
And then down here, you have your 2 AC vents, black piano finish. You have the start-stop button here. Yeah, medyo iba yung ano niya, no? Iba yung design talaga nito compared to the Atto 3, Seagull, Sea Lion 6. Medyo iba yung interior design nito. Mas premium, mas medyo classic, right? So, yun nga, may hint nga siya ng tang and ng Han. Right here, you have a cell phone holder, and since this is the standard variant, wala tong wireless charger. Okay? So, ilagay lang natin tong S24 Ultra. Tingnan natin kung kasya. So, kasya naman. Again, wala tong wireless charger. Okay? The Superior Captain has a 15 watts charger, and then here is your NFC card reader. Okay? Kasi itong E-MAX 7, just like the other BYD cars, pwede mo siya lang patakbuhin just using the NFC card. Alright? And you have your electronic shifter here. Guys, remember nung first time natin i-drive yung Tang, nagka-problema kami kasi cambio ako ng cambio, hindi ko mapatakbo. Yung pala, meron pala siyang lock button dito na kailangan mong i-press at the same time when you shift between drive and reverse. And then you have black piano all around here, and then you have your audio control here for the volume, switch for the traction control to turn it on and off, auto hold, and this one I don't know what this is yet, but every time I press dito sa multi-information display, it changes between standard and larger. We will find out later kung para saan yan. And then of course your hazard button, and then your drive mode if you want to switch between sport, eco, and normal. Front windshield dehumidifier. This is for your AC to turn it on and off. This one is an empty slot, probably for the higher variant. So later, when we get to see the Superior Captain, malalaman natin kung para saan yan. Small size cup holders here, and a small slot for your cell phone. Okay, so nag-argue kami ni Madam Peya. Sabi niya, meron na nga daw cellphone holder dito. Bakit daw pang cellphone pa to? Sabi niya, pang fries daw to. So, dito yung Coke mo, dito yung French fries. Bahala ka nga, Madam Peya. Now, let's check the center console box. Ayan, meron kang 12-volt power supply, and then meron kang USB-A, USB-C, and a card reader here. Look at the space. Maliit lang siya pero usable naman. And just like any other BYD cars that we have reviewed, maganda talaga, solid ang pagkakagawa nila ng cover nitong center console box. And then up here, you have a white headliner. Tapos yung visor natin. You have a mirror with LED. Nice. Meron din para sa passenger side for the wife. Ayan. Nice. And then you have your LED lamp here. Oops. Ito pala. Ayan. And eyewear holder. Oh, extra lamp. Okay, before we go inside sa second row, pakita ko lang to sa inyo. So meron siyang chrome accent dito all around sa windows niya. And then here, it says space, giving you a hint na inside the car is a very comfortable space. Let's see. Okay, sakay tayo dito sa second row. This is my driving position kanina, hindi ko yan ginalaw. Again, ang ganda ng cushion, malambot, not very super lambot, sakto lang. Again, yung feel ng leather niya is soft, very comfortable, and sakto lang din yung elbow room ko dito. Ang ganda ng headroom, alright? Ang ganda rin ng legroom ko dito. About 1.5 fists. And let's see, so meron kang headrest dito that suggests that you can sit 3 people here. Ayan. Di pa tayo dito. Yeah, I think 3 of me. Again, I'm 5'6", 140 something pounds. Medyo dikit-dikit lang siguro kami tatlo dito. Pero I think okay pa rin, even on long drives. You have your OSB here. And meron kang sariling lamp. Difference lang is that yung sa C-Line 6 and the other BYD cars na na-review natin, touch button yung LED. Ito may separate button siya, di ba? Ayan. Tapos, your aircon vent is here sa gilid. Not here in the middle. So, you have your own here, and then there, and then meron din dito for the third row. We will get to that later. Here in the middle, meron ka ditong naka-etch. Ayan, no? Na silhouette ng E-Max 7, and then build your dreams. And then you have your AC control here for the blower. Ayan. And then meron kang konting storage. Uy, parang kasya yung phone. Ayan. 3 phones. 2 phones. 3 kasya. And 2 USB ports. And then here at the back, meron kang 3 pocket design. 1 big one and 2 small ones. And we also have a center armrest here. Ayan. With 2 cup holders. Uy, malambot. Extra soft yung part na to. So you can actually rest your elbow comfortably dito. And again guys, since this is the BYD E-Max standard variant, this is 7-seaters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Yung superior captain, tinawag yun na captain because ang second row seats nun has 2 captain seats. So, meaning 6-seaters lang siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Accessing the third row, kailangan dito sa right side. Kasi dito lang siya merong ganito. So, you have to unlock this. And this is gonna move forward like that. Okay? So, sakay ka na. Dito kasi sa left side, wala siya nung yung unlock lever dito compared dun sa right side. What you can only do here sa left side is to fold this. Okay? My interpretation is that since this is a left-hand drive, tapos it is safer, it is much safer to load passenger on the right side, kaya dun mo lang siya mabubuksan. You are being encouraged na kapag may sasakay, padaanin mo lang lagi, most of the time, as much as possible sa right side. So dito sa right side, pwede mo rin itong i-fold. Okay? Just like yung ginawa ko kanina dun sa kabila. Ganyan. Okay? And then, you can adjust this here to move it forward and backward. So again, accessing the third row, just use this one. Ayan, and then push this forward so you can easily get inside. Okay, so dito sa third row, in terms of width, mukhang sakto lang dito, 2 of me. Again, I'm 5'6". Maganda ang headroom. Very comfortable dito. You can use this to rest your elbow. And meron kang cup holder dito. And you have your own speaker. And again, you have your own aircon vent and your OSB. In terms naman of legroom, medyo sagad yung tuhod ko dito. Okay? Pero hindi naman bumabangga. And the nice thing is, mataas yung space dito sa baba ng second row seat. So yung paa ko, pwede ko ipasok. Look, I have medyo big shoes. Kasya sa loob. Okay, let's open the trunk. So nandito yung electronic button niya. Unlock and then lift. So again, since this is the standard variant, wala siyang auto lift gate. Alright, so this is our third row seats kanina, adjustable. In-adjust ko to kanina, so we can put it down like that. Ganyan. You still have enough space here. Reclined na to yung kaninang sitting position ko. You can still put mga school bags for the kids. But if you need more cargo space, just pull this. Ayan. Maluwag. Alright? And then you still have some, ayan, storage here. Maybe tools, emergency kits, lights, or whatever, or pwedeng cleaning materials, mga rags, and all that. But, kung gusto mo pa rin talaga ng cargo space, again, pakita ko sa inyo kung ano itsura niya kapag naka-fold yung second row seats. That's all the space that you have. Alright? Para may idea kayo, no? Kasi kung minsan sasabihin lang natin kung ilang liters, di ba? Parang, are you really able to imagine kung ilang, let's say 500, 600 liters yung volume? Para ma-estimate nyo yung cargo space, ayan. O, di ba? Ang luwag. Pwede ba akong humiga dito? Gawin for camping? Uy, pwede. Pwede, oh. Hanggang dito. Oh, may sasarado pa. Nice. Okay guys, so i-test drive na natin tong BYD E-MAX 7. Subukan muna natin sa Eco mode. So this is a full EV. This is not DMI, this is not hybrid like Panchita. So this is a full EV just like the Tang, the Atto 3. Maganda ang feel ng preno. Tapakan natin ng konti. Eco mode. Maganda rin ang response. Very typical BYD. NVH is very low. Very comfortable. Subukan natin mag U-turn dito. Tingnan natin. Malambot ang steering wheel. Nakuha naman in one U-turn using 4 lanes. Patakboy natin ng mga 40, 60, 80, and then preno. Maganda ang braking power niya. Maganda yung feel. Light lang sa paa, but the power, yung grip ng brakes is very strong. And as you can see, kayang-kaya ng one hand lang sa pagmamaneuver, sa pagmamanibela. Okay, so dito sa unahan, medyo curve. So subukan natin, bibilis ako ng konti. Akyat tayo ng 60, 70, 60. Tapos liko. Nice. Guys, MPV to. This is not a race car. Okay? So, hindi naman natin sinasagad yung cornering abilities niya. Tinitingnan lang natin kung gaano ka-stable yung car. And that was only like 60. Yung pag-turn ko dun sa curve, mga 50 to 60 na lang yan. So, subukan natin ulit. This is 40, preno, sabay curve, accelerate. Oh, 50. Medyo umiyak yung gulong at 50-55 kilometers per hour. I think this is a nice, modern family car. Sakto lang to pag magkakasama kaming apat, si Madam Peya, si Achi, si Dichi, tapos pag nandyan si Wawa, yung mother ko, pag nagbabakasyon. I think magkakasya pa rin si Achi, Dichi, and Wawa dito sa second row seat. Kasi mga maliliit naman sila and we can make use of the third row as cargo. And Pwede rin na if Achi and Dichi want to be super comfortable sa second row, Wawa can sit sa third row. Wawa is my mom, bali ama ni Achi tsaka ni Dichi. Because of the flexibility nung third row, pwede mo i-fold yung isa. So, pwedeng may umupo sa isa lang dun sa third row, tapos yung kabila, pwedeng for cargo, di ba? Medyo limited lang talaga yung driving experience natin dito, di ba? So, hopefully, magkaroon ulit ng media drive si BYD at sana ma-invite tayo ulit para mas maganda yung experience natin and mas marami tayong mai-share sa inyo, especially to those who are interested to buy, no? Kasi you want as much detail as possible para pagpunta nyo sa dealership ng BYD, bibili na lang kayo. Diba? Ganun naman yung mga viewers natin. So anyway, seatbelt, may tumutunog. Yung cameraman ko, si Madam Peya, hindi nag-seatbelt. So ayan, may warning siya, no, pagka may passenger ka na hindi nagsuot ng seatbelt. Standard naman yan sa lahat ng BYD cars na test drive natin. And by the way guys, all the four windows, they automatically open and close, with a single press of the button here. So lahat sila, ayan, pati rear. So let's go here sa kanan. Ang lakas ng AC, sobrang init sa labas ngayon. Pero lumalaban yung AC natin, which is nice. Ayan, actually, kahit hinaan ko pa yung fan kasi medyo maingay, baka nakakastorbo sa microphone natin. So, ayan. So, what I can see here, kaninong use case ito? Anong use case ito applicable? Mga frequent viewers ng Team DTV, alam nyo, mahilig tayong gumawa ng mga use cases, di ba? Para mas makaka-relate kayo kung paano nyo gagamitin yung car. Para sa akin, as a dad, as a family man, ang nakikita ko dito, it's time to get rid of your huge vans na pinanghatid sundo nyo lang naman sa schools ng mga bata. Ang laki-laki ng mga van nyo, nagbaburn ng toxic gas, tapos ang laki ng space na ino-occupy dyan sa school grounds. Kasama ako doon dati, nagkukos tayo ng notorious na traffic. Ito, sakto lang, this is not so big, this is full EV, wala kang pollution na dinadagdag sa earth, and with the, I think 400 plus yung range nitong standard variant. So kung ipang-araw-araw mo to, just imagine, araw-araw, ipanghatid sundo mo sa mga anak mo sa school, you have 2 to 3 kids, kasyang-kasya dito, kasama pa 2 yaya, okay, and the driver here, sabihin na natin. And umuwi every day, meaning nakakapag-charge ka sa bahay, may kasama na tong charger, okay? So, more than enough yung 400 plus kilometers na driving range nito within the city. Yung Superior Captain, hindi ko masyado maalala, I think almost 500 or a little over 500. So, mas lalo na yon. So, kung if you are using this within the metro and pangatid sundo mo sa St. Paul, sa Poveda, ano pa ba, sa Saintsco, you know, the popular na mga big schools, I don't think maubos mo yung 400 kilometers in one day. So, baka maubos mo yun in 3 to 4 days. Diba? And like I said, every day, umuwi naman, so matcha-charge mo. So, wala kang range anxiety. Very, very perfect, very comfortable para sa akin. Sakto lang yung size. Even if you are the dad, you are not the driver, hindi naman jahe na i-drive mo to, di ba? So, presentable naman. Very premium yung interior. I like it. Honestly, nababanggit ko naman even sa mga ibang reviews natin, mas gusto ko yung ganitong parang minimalist lang yung color niya. Walang masyadong sobrang shouting na accent. Okay? Not that it's boring, but it's more classic and elegant. Okay? So, I think that's it, guys. Babalik na tayo. So, I think yun ang isa sa pinaka nakikita kong magandang use case nitong BYD E-MAX 7. By the way, wala pang official price na nirelease si BYD. The image price na sinasabi nila, this is between 1.6 to 1.8 million. But just like the BYD Shark, di ba? Sinabi nila yung image price daw ng Shark was 2.5, pero yung naging final price nila when they officially released the pricing, it was much lower than 2.5. So medyo promising, So matutuwa na naman tayo, Another car from BYD na full of technology, very comfortable, very nice to drive, very nice to own for a very reasonable price. So abangan natin 'yan. By the time you guys are watching this, na-launch na to ng BYD Philippines officially, and malamang kasabay na rin yung official price. Alright? So, thank you guys for watching. As always, please drive safe. Bye.
Please do not forget to follow our social media accounts. We are on YouTube, Facebook page, Instagram, and TikTok.